Good afternoon. This is Disaster Central with a special report. America Decides 2024. This is a special report. I'm doing it solo for now, but we will be joined in the coming hours by um, multiple members contributing into this commentary election. Expect so much more coming out of this channel. But of course, here we are located in our headquarters in Houston, Texas. We'll be joined by many others. First of all, let's just start off with the obvious. Breaking news just came out. Georgia, of course, the scenes of potentially two bomb scares in Georgia, the battleground. It is looking more likely that more threats will happen. This is from the Georgia Emergency Management Agency. That is some breaking news there. It just came out of the presses about 5 minutes ago. We're trying to fact check everything there. But let's just begin. How are we doing tonight, folks? Obviously, pretty big circumstances, tons of circumstances to be worried about. Polls closing in about 2 hours, I think. Polls close in about, I would say 2 hours. Yes. Polls close in about 2 hours for 60 electoral counts positions. The following states have been highlighted in the orange or dark yellow, whatever you would like to call it. And those states are the key battleground state of Georgia, as well as South Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, Indiana, and Vermont. All those 6 states have a total electoral count of 60. That is an important step. We can't project anything for now, considering the fact that this is going to be one of the closest elections that we will see. Further news: there was this came out of Minnesota, I think, or Wisconsin. Let me just pull up that information. Let me just quickly make sure. Let me just quickly make sure that what I'm saying is correct. This is from Michigan. So, it's going to be quite a notably long headline. So let me just... Yeah, it's going to be a long one. There it is. That is the headline coming out from Michigan. A man has been arrested after threatening to shoot Christians if Trump wins. So both sides are beginning to panic. Polls do close and at 6 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So we have about an hour. We have about 2 hours. So in about an hour and 21 minutes, we will find out who will win each state. Of course, projections and polling does suggest that we will know who will win 5 out of these six states. Georgia, of course, being a major battleground state. And that's going to be interesting to see. We will be live all night to provide coverage for you and as well as multiple others. Speaking of which, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, once the panel begins to trickle in the coming minutes, potentially an hour for most people to start coming in, if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, send them in the YouTube chat, and we will answer them for you. That is what we do here. We will be answering those questions for you. Speaking of which, this election is planned to be, or is expected to be, one of the closest elections in American history. So let us know how you're feeling. Um, Let us know how you guys feel, and where you're watching from, and how. Who do you think you will? Who do you think will win? This is. Hold on. I will be right back for more news and coverage. But in the meantime, just listen to some tunes. And we'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is a Disaster Central Special Report, Decision in America. My name is David Vela, coming in for the entire full night team here located in Houston, Texas. We'll begin our coverage. Tonight I am joined by Ace, Jacob, Groudon, Roman, and Felix. And I think Felix will be temporary, I think. So polls will be closing in about 9 minutes. Except Georgia. Oh, did they extend it by 30 minutes or? Okay. Oh, okay. So it will be. Let me just quickly remove this out of the toss-up. It will be the polls that are opening. It'll be Indiana, Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, and Vermont. 44 available positions, 44 available electoral votes to find out who will be the president of the United States from 2024 to 2028. So let's begin. Yes. So, right now we have obviously the presidential Senate, but every single House position in the House of Representatives is open. I think how many are open?
Ohio and all that. Though Ohio, for example, Sherrod Brown's been the consistent senator who's reelecting again, who will probably get reelected. A lot of these senator races are senators who've probably been in office for multiple years and are likely just going to get reelected. That's kind of the Senate. It's really boring. But
Mhm.
then you have eight states that are doing their governor. Some of them are kind of whatevers. I don't care if you live here, but Montana, North Dakota, Washington, Utah, Missouri. Indiana is kind of a big deal. West Virginia, no one lives there. North Carolina. Secretary of State will also cover that, even though it's not really going to be a big deal. We're not going to cover too much. There's only six states doing that. It's going to be Washington, Oregon, Montana, Missouri, West Virginia, North Carolina, and then Lieutenant Governor. There's only three states, and that is Missouri, North Carolina, Washington. So we'll cover over those, and then we'll also be covering the certain propositions and amendments. The biggest one has been abortion. Abortion's been on everyone's mind since Roe v. Wade was, whatever, revoked or whatever the crap,
Overturned.
So
Overruled,
overturned,
overturned,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, whatever. So there's a lot of states this time around. If you don't know, the last election, which happened this past May or April or whatever, Ohio did a major vote that would make abortion legal onto their constitution. Every state has a constitution, just like how there's the Constitution of the United States, and they can add their own amendments and all that. And Ohio added theirs to the amendment, which makes it exponentially harder for for people to revoke it. Because of that, a lot of states are joining in on that. Certain states that are going to try to make it an amendment. Colorado will make an amendment for right to abortion and health insurance coverage. That's apparently the same amendment, but all right.
Okay.
Okay. Florida will be doing. Will be trying to vote in an amendment. That's a big deal. Amendment 4, right to abortion. Amendment 3 for Missouri. And then another one would be Nebraska. Nebraska is weird. Nebraska's amendment is to prohibit abortion after first trimester, but they're also doing another vote for the initiative for right to abortion. So there's gonna be a very weird thing going on with that one.
Yeah.
Um, and then New York and South Dakota will be doing amendments for right to abortion. But then there's certain others that are going to do amendments. For example, Nevada will be doing a non-amendment right to abortion poll, and Montana and Arizona will be doing that. Other ones to be looking at for certain, excuse me, a big deal out here has been people on the right have been saying that the election was rigged, and ever since from 2020, and ever since it's happened, you can make your opinion or not. They've been a lot of states have been opening up propositions to make voting rules. Certain ones that have pulled up is Idaho's amendment for citizenship required to vote. Same thing for Kentucky. Other
Wait,
ones is strengthening the high
amendment for
tier.
citizenship. It's proof of
Yeah,
citizenship, right?
yeah,
Or is it?
requires you. Yeah, proof of citizenship requires you a citizenship to be able to vote in the state. Because most states, like Ohio, for example, where I voted in, I literally just had to put my name down. I think and my driver's license. That's literally it. I didn't even put my social security number, last four digits, anything like that. It's very easy. So they're trying to put amendments down. North Carolina's one. Certain ones like Nevada would be increased voter ID. And then Ohio is very interesting. It's not election or voting, but they're going to try to do an issue to establish a Citizens Redistricting Commission, which replaces the current Ohio Redistricting Commission with a citizen-led one, which in turn they're hoping that it would cut down on the gerrymandering that's been going on. And then there's going to be one major one on immigration for Arizona, where they will be increasing the border law enforcement if it's passed. Some states are trying to legalize marijuana. It's been kind of a trend lately. Florida, North Dakota, and South Dakota are the next ones trying to do it. And knowing the human race and how brain rot we are, they'll vote yes. California is doing a random marriage one to repeat. I don't know. No one cares about this marriage one. And then Alaska, Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Missouri are all doing propositions on increasing the minimum wage and sick leave for certain ones. Unless you're Arizona, Arizona's proposition is really dumb. It's to decrease the minimum wage for tipped workers.
That is dumb. But yeah.
That is dumb. California's one's been the biggest one. A lot of these states that are trying to increase their minimum wage. Massachusetts would be increasing the minimum wage for tipped employees, not for regular employees. Alaska and Missouri would be following the trend of $15 an hour. California is a big deal. A lot of people are curious about California's because they're trying to raise their minimum wage to $18 an hour by 2026. If the amendment is passed, they would increase it to $17 an hour the moment that it's passed. But by 2026, they'll increase it by $1 and possibly even higher, which is kind of a big deal. California is a place where it costs a lot more money to live, but they're trying to look at the economy-wise, how much would it affect them out there, and that's been a major vote of topic. But outside of that, those are really the only issues that we're going to be covering. I'm really just going to be covering the abortion ones, though. Those are the biggest topic. And I might do election and voting, since there are right-wingers who really want those to pass because they think the election was rigged. Anyways.
We have okay.
Anyway, I want to say that North Carolina exit poll is Trump too extreme. 51% say yes, 46% say no. Exit polls have not asked who people are gonna vote for, but
Polls are closing in
This-
1 minute.
could favor Harris. I mean, you would assume that if 51% said that Harris is that Trump is too extreme, 51% would not vote for Trump. But again, that's just an assumption.
Mm-hmm.
And polls will
also-
close in about a minute. At any moment now,
Yeah.
polls will close.
But
Yeah.
it will be a few
You
hours
said
before getting your final
Carolina, right,
results.
Felix?
What? Huh?
You're talking about North Carolina polls.
Yes, I'm talking about North Carolina. North Carolina, of course, an important swing state. 16 electoral votes are on the table. Donald Trump just about carried North Carolina last election. But this election, Democrats seem to be fairly confident that Harris could win North Carolina. But
And there it
important
is.
swing
Polls
states
have closed in Georgia. Not Georgia. What am I on about? Oh,
Kentucky and Indiana. Kentucky and Indiana.
Yeah.
Well, parts of Kentucky and the whole state of Indiana.
polls have
Also,
closed in
some
Indiana,
Indiana-
portions of Kentucky, Virginia, South Carolina, and Vermont. At least for now. There it is.
It will
Of course,
stay
results
Indiana.
won't happen for another few hours. or at least we won't get any confirmations or results in a few hours. The next states that are up for poll closings at 6:30 will be North Carolina, Ohio, and West Virginia.
Okay. Yeah. What I was going to say is the importance is, of course, Pennsylvania with its 19 electoral votes. Most people seem to believe that whoever carries Pennsylvania probably wins the election. That's the state to look out for. Unfortunately, even though Pennsylvania polls close at, I think, what was it? I need to look this up when they close. But unfortunately, what I was going to say is that it is not expected that we will get Pennsylvania near final results today, which is unfortunate. Probably by tomorrow afternoon or so. We will, however, likely get near final results today in Michigan. I think Wisconsin too, and I think Georgia as well. Probably. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I'm getting this off the top of my head.
Yeah, so somewhere around there.
But the bottom line is
smaller states too, like your Rhode Island and Massachusetts. You're obviously going to get results there pretty quick.
The bottom line is we are probably expecting to know who won this election a lot earlier than the last election, where it took like 5 days or something, but later than most elections in the last 20 years, where it was usually known on election night, before election night ended, because Pennsylvania will take longer, and that's probably the state that is going to be the one to decide it, unless, of course, Kamala Harris could carry North Carolina and Nevada.
I do have a pretty funny thing to talk about. I have a pretty.
It'll definitely be interesting to see. I know for North Carolina, it's a big deal for that one. Unfortunately, a lot of people have been deterred by certain who to vote for, especially after Hurricane Helene and the efforts of which happened there. So it's going to be interesting to see how people respond after a lackluster effort from certain politicians out there. So,
and we do a pretty funny thing to talk about, actually. So these polls have closed already. They are. The new polls are up, or the new poll closings in about 28 minutes are already highlighted in that yellow. Just do want to talk about the first results that have came out from a little small town in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Obviously they have this tradition. They've had this tradition for about six or seven election cycles, where pretty much they would count the votes. They pretty much close the polls earlier. So like literally at midnight of the day of. So today they closed it at midnight. And in 2016, the polls voted for Hillary. 2020, the polls voted for Joe Biden. This year, however, for the first time, it's actually now a deadlock draw. So technically, we do have results. We have 3 votes for Kamala. I know, incredible numbers. And 3 votes for Trump. Incredible numbers. I don't know about you guys, but I think those should have been the deciding factors, in my opinion.
However, you have to go and look into you have to look before in the primaries. All 6 voted in the Republican all 6 voted in the Republican primary in New Hampshire. All 6 voted for Nikki Haley.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I will say, because certain polls are closing, breaking news. It looks like that we already got some projected winners for the House.
Oh.
We got Hal Rogers in Kentucky, and we got
right. Can you write their names on the? Can you write the names? Or is it officially?
Massey and Hal Rogers.
Why they're projected to win? It's because no one's running against them. Give it up!
No! We love uncontested races.
We love when no one runs against people. So
Love uncontested races.
So can I get the names?
Thomas Massey.
Oh my gosh!
And Hal Rogers.
I don't know how to spell it.
Hal Rogers is for district.
What state?
District.
Kentucky. And the other one is. No, that's. Okay, I think Jacob's gonna be faster than me. The other one is Thomas.
No, my Wi-Fi's selling. You.
For District 4
Thomas.
general election results.
There we go. That's breaking news. That was quick. Nobody's running against him, obviously. That sucks. But we have.
There's gonna be a lot. You're going to see that very quickly for House seats. That there are certain states that are quickly going to get filled up once polls close, because there are certain places, like I think in Illinois, there's a couple that literally no one are running against. You're gonna get that quite a bit. So get ready, because as polls start to close, we'll get automatic winners. Yay!
And these are both Republicans, right? Or
yeah, they're both Republicans. So right now there's 2 Republican seats filled up in the House already. And that is
okay. First results have come out in the state of Indiana, in the county of Sullivan County. Donald Trump leads. Donald Trump has a percentage of 71, and Harris has a percentage of 26. However,
and
these are inconsiderate.
These are incredibly early numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, and early numbers for Kentucky have come out. Donald Trump leads with there's about 4,000 votes that have been casted. 78.7% go for Donald Trump. 19.8% go to Harris, and and shout out to the 36 people who voted for Robert F. Kennedy. Wow.
I'm gonna put them. I'm just gonna put them in lean. I'm just gonna put them in tilt red. Right? That's the proper thing to do. Just put them in tilt.
Floyd County. 79% of the votes.
Put them in tilt. We'll constantly update the map here, but you can see in Indiana and Kentucky, Donald Trump has the lead. Obviously, we're gonna update these. They have not won. We don't project any winners yet. That's probably going to change when West Virginia comes in, but
West Virginia.
Yeah, a lot of you.
Wait, can we not
quickly find out?
Can we not already project that Donald Trump is going to carry the state of West Virginia? Do we really need the false?
Not until
Yeah.
the AP confirms it, because we are.
Either AP
We gotta
or either Dave Wasserman.
We gotta wait for the obvious answer to come out.
They're probably gonna wait for like the first vote to come in, and then like, all right, we're gonna call this case for Donald Trump.
So yeah, so for people who don't know, we're obviously going to get very early numbers for certain counties, especially when you think about Kentucky, for example, where half of it's all barren wasteland. This is not going to matter anytime soon. Big counties to watch for is going to be Fayette County, which has got home of Lexington, Frankfort, which is presided in Franklin and Woodford County, and then Jefferson County, which is where Louisville presides in. Those are going to be your major counties to look out for. You're going to get a lot of those counties that have maybe no more than 10,000 people living in it. Those polls are going to close pretty quickly. And the moment that those polls close, usually they already have most of the votes counted up by then, and they usually release them pretty quick. But again, these are early numbers, so there could be still some votes that are missing from these counties. For obvious reasons, excuse me there. So we'll get a lot of them very quickly. Expect to see some votes starting to come out, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here over the next few hours. We'll probably get a really good idea next few
I've got the 2020 trends for Sullivan County, Indiana. So
Yes.
Trump won Sullivan County with 74.4 percentage points. Right now, Donald Trump has a percentage point of 71% in Sullivan County. These are early numbers, but we're starting to see a trend of slightly chipping away.
Early numbers. Okay, yeah, and I just wanted to say we got some early numbers in Kenton County. This is right by the border between Ohio. This is usually where you start getting certain swing counties. 59% of the vote goes to Donald Trump, 18,000 at 58.7%. Kamala Harris, 40.1%, and then RFK got 0.6%. Congratulations to the man with holes in his brain.
I want to point out that in the two counties in Indiana, the Associated Press is saying that 0% of votes have been counted. Have we talked about Whitley County yet? Where with 0% of votes counted, Donald Trump leads 72% over Kamala Harris. 0% of votes counted, friends. And
friends.
Oh, Kentucky counties have 2% of votes counted. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, we've been talking about
All right, bro.
of the counties that have officially been going over there.
Oh, Fort Wayne just came out. Whitley
Fort Wayne polls
County.
are coming out, and or the county next to it. Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna
Fort
stop
Wayne.
talking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Whitley
Fort Wayne.
County. 72% for Trump, as usual.
But folks, for those who are watching, you have to remember Trump had the lead in 2020 in the first day. Then the polls started coming out later at night. The early mail-in ballot votes started coming at night. So you just these are very 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 early, and just gotta point that out because that was a big mistake in 2020. People automatically assumed that Trump would won. He prematurely
Yep.
said that he won because without forgetting that the mail-in
Okay.
ballot things happened. That's a voice.
Whitley County. Trump won this county by it was 73%. Trump is winning this county by 71%. And Biden's percentage in this county was 24. Harris's percentage in this county is now 28.
So
we are
there's
starting to see
really-
a left trend
Yeah.
in Harris's favor.
Again, but
these are still early days.
Yeah, these are like 1% of votes counted. But this is the kind of thing to watch out for. Of course, Kentucky and Indiana are not in play. There are pretty safe pretty safe to go for Republicans. But one of the things that we can do with these first states that have come in, of course, not particularly right now, as we only have like 1 to 2% of the votes counted at most of these counties. But what you can do with these states is you can sort of see the trend and get a bit of a hint on what the other states may do.
Okay, there's been lots of bomb threats in Georgia right now.
Yes,
Like just then, DeKalb County are clearing multiple precincts after bomb threats. So there's gonna be like longer lines. It's gonna be the vote's gonna get delayed in Georgia because some do decide to do some bomb threats because of I don't know.
And
Yeah,
we
that.
just do want to point out that do want to point out I think like these two states, while these two states are pretty solid red states, except for Connecticut, they're likely, but they're the early votes, so you never know.
However, it's best to these two states will give you an indicator of how the state is shifting. If you see any percentage point with Harris higher than Biden's margin, then it will be then that will be likely a uniform swing against Trump's favor.
And we have new polling coming out of the AP saying that a voter said that Trump is better able to handle the economy while Harris is stronger on abortion. That's one big thing that is huge right now with this election cycle. On one hand, you have the economy that voters are obviously struggling with, but on the other thing, and what we're beginning to notice, is an increase in female voters because the Republicans, I don't know if you recall, in 2022, was it 2022 or 2023 when they overturned Roe versus Wade?
2022.
Yeah, so in 2022, Roe versus Wade was overturned and it was given to the state. Obviously, this Republicans got a lot of crap for it. What we're beginning to see now, and what has been predicted and forecasted, is that women are surging when it comes to polling. I think you've already mentioned it, that women are beginning to overperform in where I think just nationally or
you mean in North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
I mean, yeah, according to the governor, who is again a Democrat, so take that as you will. But I feel like it should be pointed out who the source for this is.
Fayette County 76. 2020 Fayette County 75. Oh God, that's not good. So there's a uniforms. There's a swing to Democrat in Indiana. From what I'm saying.
I love when how many votes does Trump have on your end? For me, Trump has 47,685. Maybe I'm behind.
Like I got 49,000 ish. I think it's just the total count that Trump.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It just updated.
Poll among
50.
Michigan voters: are Donald Trump's views too extreme? Yes, 52%. No, 44%.
Which
They
state
get
is
it as
this?
well.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan. Ah, okay.
Michigan. Okay. So just going over some counties in Indiana, and let me just quickly turn off because I want to start. I want to start going over the county maps as well. Um, who joined? Oh. By the way, we have people that are in the call, but they are going to be helping behind the scenes. They will be pinging me for you know, events, uh, events, important events that are happening.
Do you I have a question? Do you guys still think? Do you guys think you'll still be online by around midnight on election day?
Some of us will.
I
Some of
will.
us will. I will.
So I may actually end up joining muted when I wake up.
So let's just go over some counties in Indiana. Okay, let's see. So let's just go over some counties. 380 people have voted for Robert Kennedy. Insane. But right now, what we can say is that in what county is this? Next to the big one. So here, the county next to Fort Wayne. Right now, likely Republican. Obviously, these are all going to end up becoming likely or solid Republican. But for now, we'll just give it like that. And then in this county, God, I hate having to identify counties. This county, these are all likely Republican. The biggest one, the biggest outturn that I'm seeing right now, and actually the one next to Fort Wayne is a solid Republican because right now that voter share has 70%. In Dubois County, which
Dubois.
Dubois. In Dubois County, I'm trying to see which county that is. I can't see it through Yap Mist.
Dubois County is the closest one next to Evansville. That's the county.
Yeah, and we have that. We have that right now as a likely Republican because he has a 60% of the voter share. Meanwhile, in Sullivan County, we have now new projections. A solid Republican in terms of Donald Trump, which was expected. Obviously. In Fayette County, which we just got the first results coming in there, Trump has a 75% lead compared to Kamala Harris's 24. 33.6% have voted for Robert Kennedy, and 0.3 have voted for Chase Oliver. But point this out on the GOP. Which one is that? That is this one. This one has a solid Republican lead. And then lastly, Wells County, which is the county right below Fort Wayne, has a 76%, so solid Republican there. Go ahead while you're speaking. I'm going to go to...
No, I was just going to ask whether I was not listening fully. Have we mentioned Knox County yet? Because I think that just came.
Where?
While you were speaking.
In Indiana?
County. Yes.
No, we haven't yet.
With 2% of votes counted, Donald Trump leads 71% over Kamala Harris, 28% or 27.9%. So yeah, and again, there have been a few more counties.
I just got that. Okay, Steuben County just came on, so we're gonna be with Indiana for a bit. We're gonna give this. We re-rate this as a likely because it's carrying a 60% chance or 60% of the vote. Meanwhile, what else? Meanwhile, we have a race projection now. County projection. This sounds weird for me to say this. We now have votes coming in Knox County. 2% counted. 70-point advantage to Donald Trump, which means that he's getting put into the likely Republican or solid Republican. Sorry.
Okay, Trump won this county 72% 2020. Now Trump is winning it by 71, which is a little bit of a swing against him. But if you look at Dubois County, Donald Trump won this state in 2020 by, let me see. I can't read. By 69.
Holy
And
crap.
now he's on 68. However, Kamala Harris has risen Biden won this county by 28 percentage points last election. Harris is on a 30 percentage point.
We have projections in Kenton County. Sorry, in Kenton County in Kentucky, we're finally giving Republicans now a tilt red in Kenton County because Kamala has a very close advantage, very close to Donald Trump. Of course, 2% in. Kamala has a 6,000 votes to at least try to come back to. But right now, in Kenton County, Trump is winning it by 18,000, by 58.7%. Meanwhile, in I can't. Wow, that's a tiny bubble. Meanwhile, in Anderson County, which is next to Frankfurt,
Okay.
I can't. Which one is that?
We're getting. I was want to say we're getting Allen County, which is the county Fort Wayne is in vote numbers now, where Donald Trump has a slight edge, 51.8% over Kamala Harris, 47.1%. In again, that's Allen County with Fort Wayne in it. Other candidates getting 1.1% of the vote. But yeah, Donald Trump leads. So I guess that would be tilt. Republican in Fort Wayne County.
Yes, I have two tilts. Hold on, let me see. Nothing
Allen
yet.
County just Steuben County.
Steuben County? No, Allen County.
Oh, it's Steuben County on my side. Let me check.
Allen County just came in on the AP.
We have votes coming in towards Laurel County in Kentucky, 81%, which means that we're giving this to a solid red. Meanwhile, in Casey County,
I would be worried for Trump right now. Even though Trump won Allen County with 5 percentage points, Trump won this county by 11 percentage points last time.
Ooh, okay.
I would be worried if that swing is uniform.
Have we have any blue on the map yet? In terms of counties?
Nope.
No counties. They tend to come in later. These are just rural counties. Well, even though Allen is like a
Yeah, Allen County with 51. We're gonna give that a tilt. Does Election Central rates this a toss-up or a tilt red?
I think it should be toss-up at this point because it's like unless you want to do no toss-ups, it's like it's within like 5 percentage points. I think most maps call it a toss-up. It's more than that. I would say it's probably whatever.
We'll rate that as a toss-up for now. Meanwhile, we have more updates to provide in the county of Lawrence County. Trump has a 73% advantage. I will want to point out, though, that I do see what Groudon is on about when he says that Trump is kind of losing out that edge. I think this might have to do with the again Roe versus Wade thing that has came out, which is a big problem that Trump is beginning to see, or Trump should be worried about at least. Meanwhile, I think we have projections for House. No, we don't. Okay.
Also, David, I put in the chat for our reference 2 maps from the last election, what counties went for which candidate to sort of get an idea for which counties Or is blue?
For Indiana, there's one county that I want to look at. That is Vigo County. That county has been a bellwether county, and it has not. Well, it recently went to the losing candidate, but before that has went to the winning candidate for like over 100 years. So it's Vigo County in Indiana. Let me check.
Oh no! Oh, I just deleted my progress.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my
dear.
goodness. Okay, whatever. We'll do this again. Okay, let's just go to Indiana. How is this possible? Okay, let's go to Indiana. So
This is a minor setback.
we will rebuild.
True.
You will rebuild, and I will not worry about it because it's your task to rebuild.
Okay, what is Vigo County on right now? Oh, Vigo County's not in. How dare you?
The real question is, will the Associated Press call Indiana or Kentucky before I go to bed? That is the real question.
The answer is no. But you know what we will get a result on? West Virginia.
West Virginia is not going to go. When is West
Speaking
Virginia
of
closing?
which, West Virginia, the polls in West Virginia will close in about 3 minutes.
Yay!
Yay.
So we can finally have our first solid red state that isn't that we can confirm.
Imagine it's
Okay,
not.
and then you can
Watch it go blue.
give that Senate seat to you can give that Senate seat to the Republicans as well. This was formerly hold. This Senate seat was used to be held by Joe Manchin, who became a independent, then decided to retire, and now Jim Justice is running, the current outgoing governor, and he's probably going to win this Senate seat, which will make the first Republican gain.
Wait! Aren't West Virginia polls closing at 7:30 p.m. instead of 6:30 p.m.? We currently at 6:30 p.m. and West Virginia polls.
Okay.
No, they close at 6:30.
No, it's 7:30.
It's not here, says 7:30.
But the AP said
7:30.
I'm gonna crash out.
It's over. It's over for you. It's over.
All right, I guess we'll start yapping about these counties again. I don't know what to do with myself.
There are no House elections to call yet, but we can say that James Comer, the incumbent in Kentucky's 1st congressional district, is currently leading 82.5% of the votes over challenger Aaron Marshall. So I'm pretty sure he has that seat covered up, even though that seat has not been called yet by the Associated Press. A lot closer is the 6th district of Representative incumbent Andy Barr, leading 59.7% over challenger Randy Cravens of the Democratic Party. So again, 59.7 to 40.3. So that House seat leans Republican as of this time.
Republican.
In Indiana's 3rd congressional district, Marlon Stutzman currently leads over Kylie Adolph, 58.4 over 39.4. In the 6th congressional district, it appears that Republican candidate Jefferson Shreve has the vote pretty much covered up. Cynthia Verst, the Democrat, only coming to 24% of the vote versus 74%. And in the 6th district, wow, there are no incumbents running. Okay, Mark Mesmer is currently leading 71%. I'm rounding these over Eric Hertz.
Oh, we have some vote coming in from Anderson County. It's about time we got a new county. Trump has a 9-point lead. So here at Election Central, we're gonna rate that a toss-up because it's only like 2% of the votes that have been counted. I just have to identify which county that is because I'm blind. Yeah, we have a toss-up here.
Bro, are you eating?
Maybe.
Damn. Huntington County, 64%
bro.
73%.
Robert Kennedy has 0.6. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's still some disgruntled conservative voters still voting for RFK.
Whatever makes them happy, I
Hello,
guess.
I am back.
Yeah,
Hello,
we're
back.
just.
I see that some more polls are coming out from Indiana, and I think it's kind of obvious by now that it's definitely going red again.
But we don't know how. But I want to see how red it goes because Trump won this by
I
county
do
vote.
want to say he did win, but he also won Indianapolis last year. So if Indianapolis goes red again, it's kind of obvious who's the winner. Votes are starting
However,
to
I'm
come
just
out
quite
very,
interested
very
in the.
slowly.
Sorry. I'm just quite interested in the margin because last time Trump won Indiana by 16 percentage points. If it's narrower than we think it is, then it won't. It will be resonate across the neighboring states, particularly Midwest, Rust Belt, that state area. I don't know.
And we have a did you cover the other projected House winner for Indiana?
That's the projected House winner for Indiana. I did not cover that yet.
Yep. Indiana House District number 3. The results are in. 59% of the voters have voted for Martin Stutzman of the 3rd District for Indiana.
Oh, no, we have
District.
talked about the results yet. I thought there was a race that had already been called there by AP. We have talked about the results already.
Okay, so that one.
About the vocabulary, AP Associated Press does not yet call any of these races, although some of these races they could very comfortably call already.
Okay, I've got another funny thing because Puerto Rico did a straw poll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Harris won the straw poll by 50 percentage points.
Damn, that's the same as the straw poll in Guam, which she also won by like 50 percentage points over like 49. Fun fact about the Guam poll, even though Guaminos, Guamers, people from Guam cannot vote for president, they do a straw poll every election, which often has higher turnout than some actual states. So that's kind of funny.
And the AP, with more AP Votecast, voters are expressed concern about high costs of homes in their communities. That's some findings from their exit polls, which technically not necessarily sure what this could mean, but in this same poll, 7 out of 10 voters were, quote, very concerned about the impact of cost of food and groceries, according to the AP Votecast, an expansive survey of more than 115,000 voters nationwide. So this is just nationwide in general, and not necessarily from specific states.
Okay, we have a new poll from Georgia. Should abortion be legal? Yes, 62%. No, 35%. This is not a proposition or an amendment or anything. It's just a poll. It's just a poll, an exit poll. I assume it has been done.
Yeah. I will say that currently right now, this is very early. This is very, very early for Kentucky. This means the entire state of Kentucky has to vote on this. But for currently right now, I believe they have an issue, which I think their issue is citizenship. Yeah, their citizenship required to vote is currently 66% voted yes, and I won't be surprised if that doesn't go as a yes.
Okay.
I think it's kind of obvious that most of the people setting those up are going to get voted.
Okay, voting has been suspended in 5 more polling places in DeKalb County due to, you guess what, bombing threats.
Oh, okay. In what county?
We've hit
the Cobb County.
DeKalb County it's in Georgia, yeah.
Yeah, okay. What is up with Georgia and the bomb threat? Why in Georgia? I saw something about like Russian, the bomb threats being Russia. Why Georgia? Why not a more important swing state like Pennsylvania? I don't get it. But whatever. I guess Russians speak Russian.
They just really wanted. Maybe they pulled like did a straw poll on who they wanted to send out the most popular votes to, and they just were like, you know what, Georgia.
I think with Kentucky, this is a lot closer than it was in 2020. At least, we have a new projection in Kentucky. Speak of the devil. New county projection, at least, or county update onto the results. Anderson County in Kentucky, only 2% has been counted, but Robert Kennedy is actually leading in that.
What?
Robert Kennedy is taking the lead in that. Sorry.
I don't
sorry.
buy that.
I read that wrong. Sorry, I read that wrong.
I was about to be like, buddy.
Buddy.
I read that wrong, but we do have results in Franklin County, where Kamala right now, where we can predict now or project that in Franklin County, Kamala, we rate this race, we rate this county in Kamala a lean Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see where that is. So this is what I get for deleting my progress.
We also have another blue county coming in Hamilton County, Indiana.
That's where Indianapolis is, isn't it?
No, Indianapolis is in Marion County. This is a county just
Hamilton
County, where Donald Trump gets 48.8% of the vote and Kamala Harris gets 50% of the vote. Right now, with 9% of votes counted in Harrison County.
And I want to give you
that's
the fact
a big time suburb. Yeah,
county.
Holy goodness.
And also I want to give you the fact that Trump won this county by 7 percentage points. So if Harris can keep this lead by 1.2 percentage points, we may see a different race.
Oh my goodness, I hate the fact that... Wait, Boone County or Hamilton County is that little square, right? Next to the big squares. Yeah.
It's next to Hamilton. It's on your left to Hamilton.
Yeah, there we go. I see it.
Where's the other side?
Okay, so we're giving this a Till Blue. So, hey, guys, we finally have 2 Till Democrat states. Or counties.
Counties.
Yay! I keep saying... Oh my goodness, I'm going to crash out.
Yes, you better crash out.
And we have unsurprising news coming from the Trump headquarters. Trump raising more baseless election integrity concerns, which could be a sign that...
Sorry, breaking. We also have our first Democrat House seat. That is a Democrat in the lead. In Franklin County, with 5% of votes counted, challenger Aaron Marshall of the Democrats leads 50.3% over incumbent James Comer. James Comer was previously leading in that county with fewer votes counted. Now Aaron Marshall takes the lead as more votes come in. However,
in the House?
Yes, in the House.
I don't see that.
Which district is he in? Is he in?
District 6?
The one where Eric Comer is in. Wait, hold on. What the hell? What's happening here?
What the hell? Oh my god, no way. Okay.
Alright, bro. We're gonna get copyright struck because of this.
No, actually, no, never mind. What? Okay, no, never mind. It was just in... What? Okay. Never mind, I'm taking that back. The map confused me for a moment because it zoomed in. You click on the congressional district, and when you click on it, it suddenly zooms you to like a county view within that district. I'm so sorry. You just leave in one county, not in the entire county. I
actually want to see. I want to see how Bowling Green and what's this county? Not Marshall County, Caldwell County, Leon County. Which one was the county that got hit by the Mayfield tornado? Hickman?
No, it has to be Marshall, I believe. Let me check.
Or it was Graves. I think it was Graves. And we have new projections coming in Kentucky. In Whiteley County, that's a name. In Whiteley County, Trump leads by 80%. Compared to Kamala Harris's 18%. Of course, this is very early, like only 4% of... Oh, okay, that's the wrong county. That's 4% of the votes that have been counted. Meanwhile, in Floyd County, Trump has a big time lead of 70%, 78%, and that is this one. So we give that a solid red. In Rowan County, Trump has a 58.6% advantage compared to Kamala Harris's 39. So we give that a likely or a which one is it? Lean? Yeah, lean red. With of course Robert Kennedy, my goat. With Robert Kennedy, my goat. Um,
Have we talked about the Indiana governor race yet, where with 9% of votes counted, Mike Braun, the GOP leads Jennifer McCormick, 55 to 41% of the votes.
oh,
The mention is that Hamilton County currently is the one county where McCormick is leading in, a county of which Harris is also leading in. So very interesting to see, since Hamilton was a very big name county. Honestly, though, even though that's a major county for Democrats to win, Indianapolis for Marion is going to be the biggest one yet, and that'll be very interesting to see when polls start coming out for that one. As Indianapolis, I believe, makes up for I think 50% of all Indiana's population. Something like that. Hold on, I'll check. Oh, no, wait, I don't think it does. Indianapolis. Oh, wait, it makes up for 33%. Well, whatever. It's.
Yeah, Mike Braun has
Hamilton, though, is, yeah.
Hold on, let me just quickly get rid of the screen again, because I have to open new tabs. Yeah.
Okay. This is quite. We are. What the hell? Okay, I'm kind of confused because Reuters map now says that Hamilton County has 58% of votes counted. Kamala Harris still leads 49.7 to 48.6. I will point out that according to the Associated Press's map, there are only 9% of votes counted still.
It might be an error, but I don't know. I could be wrong too.
Okay, no, NBC, I'm not sure, maybe NBC is getting their numbers from Reuters, but they're also saying 48% of votes counted in Hamilton County. Kamala Harris still leads, so take that as you will. But there are no guarantees from me that these polling numbers are actually accurate until the Associated Press agrees with Reuters that it is.
And we do have a race projection, county projection. What am I on about? County projection. We do now project that in Hamilton County, Kamala Harris has moved up from a tilt to a likely blue, or a leaning blue state. County. I don't know why I can't talk. Meanwhile, in 2 more counties, we can now call the races in. We can call now the presidential race in Daviess County. Donald Trump has won that county, as well as.
Also, okay, now I'm pretty sure the Reuters map is a hat. They also have Orange County, where Donald Trump currently gets 69% of the votes. 29% go to Kamala Harris, so 32% of votes counted. I'm now very confident that Reuters is just a bit quicker than the Associated Press, because they are predicting, they're showing high vote tabulation numbers across the board. Suburbs of Fort Wayne also coming in. Wells County, I believe, is not on the AP map, and in Wells County is, which one is it that's not? Adams County.
Okay.
On the AP map,
okay.
Trump has 73%, Kamala Harris has 26%. And in Jay County, Trump has 47%, and Kamala Harris is 24.4%.
Interesting what we're seeing in Indiana. I just want to quickly point out. This is pretty interesting in Hamilton County. 2%. We still give Hamilton County a lean because we're not sure this is going to be fully solid. Hamilton County is only reporting 10% of the votes. or AP is only reporting 10% of the votes in Hamilton County.
Yeah, but I'm pretty confident the AP is just slow because Reuters is showing high tabulation numbers across Indiana, and I find it relatively unlikely that they're all different errors. Like they're showing 45% in Allen County, 56% in Steuben County, 58% in Hamilton County, 55% in Fayette County, and so on. So I would find it highly unlikely that these are all different erroneous numbers. Yeah.
Okay, for Franklin County in Kentucky, Trump won this county by less than a percentage point. Now Harris is leading in Franklin County.
I think the demographics. The demographics kept pushing it. It was already expected. I think it was projected that Kamala was going to win. Franklin County.
I am going to say that it's kind of hard to make a really good projection on Franklin County, as I think that you really can't go fully into a good idea of how a county's going to go until at least 50%. There's only 30%.
Breaking news, Jacob. I have to interrupt for breaking news. Reuters. It's not the Associated Press, but Reuters, which is again a bit quicker on the numbers, and Reuters is pretty much as good as the Associated Press, if you ask me. Reuters, with 35% of votes counted, is calling that Martin Stutzman wins Indiana's 3rd congressional district over Kylie Adolph. So that district goes to Republicans, according to Reuters. But again, the Associated Press is kind of slow right now. Sorry.
Okay. On CNN, Scott Jennings, the Republican strategist, is saying that Trump campaign is having Trump to call radio stations in Pennsylvania and Wisconsin.
For Indiana's 3rd district, I know you just reported this, but I'm gonna completely copy what you said, and I have to write the headline. Marlin Stutzman wins Indiana's 3rd district. Not like anybody cares about these NPC counties and races, but oh well.
Hey, don't insult. Have we talked about Jefferson County, Kentucky yet? Going for Harris, there's 0% of votes counted. She has 82% over Trump, 18% in Jefferson County, Kentucky. Yeah. And then Reuters is so much faster.
I think Donald Trump is beginning to catch up with Kamala. Now at Kamala being at 49.7%, Donald Trump's 48.6%, and of course my GOAT Robert F. Kennedy Jr. with 0.6%. And those who do talk smack about my GOAT, you're wrong. Okay, actually, I might just start using Reuters.
Yeah, because Associated Press, unfortunately, is taking an L because they're just too slow in reporting.
But let's go back to these counties because I guess we have new counties to project on. In Cass County, which has now been 71% of the votes have been counted, we can now project that Donald Trump is the winner in that county. And I know that nobody here actually projects counties, but I am doing that. I will take that job. We have races again beginning to closen up. And of course, all eyes are on Franklin County. But we can now confirm that in Decatur County, we project that Donald Trump is the winner in that county as well, with 74% of the votes in.
God.
And meanwhile,
The swing is real.
Meanwhile, we can now project that in Marshall County, with 66% of the votes that are in, we can now project that Donald Trump has won that race. Or has won that county as well. Meanwhile, in Kentucky, because we haven't looked at Kentucky in quite a while, bear with me. We can now project that in the city of Louisville, I still have to find which is which, but This is here. Yeah. In Louisville, we can project that that Kamala Harris, with 82% of the votes, will win Jefferson County with 545 votes. So this is a rural county too. 545 votes in favor of Kamala compared to Donald Trump's 122. However, in Franklin County, Kentucky, wait. Oh, because there's more races that are being called. Okay. In Franklin County, we can project that when all the votes are counted up, Kamala Harris will win this county. Meanwhile, in Owen County, we can also project, that's a lot of projections we're making, we can also project that when the votes are counted, Donald Trump will win the county of Owen. And we have tons of counties now to color in. So in Madison County or Marion County, we can't project that Donald Trump will win that state, and we'll rate it as a likely, for Trump because it's not solid.
Also,
in Wayne County,
4 more Arizona polling locations that have also received bomb threats. Why are they going for all the not close swing states? I guess they're trying to be nice.
Arizona is a swing state.
Yeah, but it's not very close. It's not very close. I think it's the least close of all the swing states, in my opinion. I'm not supposed to say opinions, but I think that's what the data is showing. So it's not really an opinion. It's more like the models saying that one is not really
in Wayne
close.
County, we project that Donald Trump will win this county. And Kentucky was 78% of the votes counted in. In Greenup County, what is that? Greenup County, Donald Trump will win this, will carry this county. And in Lawrence County, Donald Trump will carry this with at least 81% of the votes are in with an 80% advantage going to Kamala. Floyd County, we've been reporting that for a while. Letcher County, we project that when all the votes are counted in, Donald Trump will win the state. So that was a lot. How is Delaware looking? Of course, Delaware in Dixel County, the only county, 50-50. Is that 100% of the votes? Or 50% of the votes?
Yes. Also, we could go through House races in Indiana and Kentucky, I suppose. We could say that in the 2nd District of Indiana, Rudy Yakum, incumbent, 69%, leading over Lori Camp, 27.5%. So he's pretty secure in that seat, although only 4% of votes have been counted. And Reuters has not yet called a winner. Jim Baird, incumbent in Indiana's 4th congressional district, leads 68.5% over Derek Holder, Democratic challenger, who has only 27.4% of the votes.
I do want to say, sorry to interrupt. I just do want to say that polls do close in about 5 minutes. Polls close for multiple states, including Alabama, Connecticut, Delaware, District of Columbia, Florida, big one, Illinois, Maine, all Maine. I'm not going to say Maine, District 1, District 2, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island, and Tennessee. Those are the states that will be opening at 7 p.m. Then at 7:30 p.m., Arkansas will be called.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Kennedy is reading in a county in Indiana.
Yes! My goat!
Yes, Rush County in Indiana.
My goat!
Oh my God.
Don't disrespect my goat.
Rush County. Well, what map are you going off of? Associated Press or Reuters?
It's from a website. I think it's a glitch, but it's quite funny that this.
No. I see what you mean. In Indiana, Um,
Oh yeah, Rush County. It's an Associated Press call. Yeah, Associated.
the AP.
Oh my god.
The
How did you lose a
AP
county?
has counted, or the AP has projected that when all the votes are counted, Rush County, when all the votes are counted, Robert Kennedy will win the county of Rush. This is the greatest election in American history. I don't care what you say. I need to add another candidate because I was not expecting that. Robert.
My goat overperformed. Let's fucking go. Oh shit.
Do we actually think that he will end up carrying that county? I would not be so sure about that. Although 11% votes have been counted, I suppose he has a solid lead. Why is no one that county? Can someone research what's up with that county? Why is Donald Trump only having 1.1% of the vote? Is that like that's the county where the Trump haters are in? Apparently.
Okay, Trump won Rush County by 76% of votes. Right now, he is. Oh my god, he is in third place right now. That is a absolute.
I think everybody knows why.
Blundering.
Because Robert Kennedy is the GOAT.
True.
I mean, there's no other way of saying it. He wrestled with a snake. I mean, what else could you ask for?
He decapitated a bear in Central Park.
Exactly. What else could you ask for? He's the GOAT.
He had brainworms. He decapitated a whale and tried to bring it back home for some reason.
Can't add this stupid. Alright, I'll just give it green.
Brown, you're becoming too opinionated.
Sure, sorry.
Alright, this is like all of a sudden American politics are turning British.
Wait.
And the equivalent of Reform UK. Oh, never mind.
Okay, it was an error by the Associated Press.
No!
Rush County results have been corrected, and Donald Trump now leads 73% of the vote.
That was funny. You know what? I'm still gonna call it. I'm still gonna call it for Robert Kennedy, because that was still funny. That's gonna go onto the highlights. Clay County, we project that when the votes are all counted in, Donald Trump will win this county, and another county, Morgan County, when the votes are all counted in, Donald Trump will win that county.
I guess.
Okay. 3 minutes.
Oh, one more race. Huh?
So I was saying that the Associated Press is taking L after L with this election.
Wait, what'd you say, Groudon?
3 minutes to others, to post close in others.
And I think we'll have automatic projections with that, I think. I'm gonna start making projections. Ouch.
Someone at the Associated Press is going to get fired.
Yeah, that's cooked. Yeah, someone's gonna get cooked. Okay, AP, can you call some races, please?
No, the AP.
Nah, man, we're taking it slow. We're taking it slow.
Okay, breaking news. The AP. Not a projection, by the way. This is not a projection, but the AP is now saying that in their exit poll, 4 in 10 voters. So that's like 40% of all the voters. So this is the equivalent of 40%. 40% of voters say that they are very confident that the ballots will be accurately counted. So only 40% of voters are confident that the ballots will be counted accurately. That is worrying.
Unreal.
This is a national tragedy.
What state was that in?
No. This is national.
Cooked.
Speaking of which, one of my friends just sent me a story where they wasted a vote and they just wrote in "Free NBA Youngboy."
Oh no!
This is his first time voting too. That's crazy.
This is why. Okay, now warning, opinion coming. This is why Donald Trump counting on young men to vote for him was a bad idea, because young men are dumb.
Free NBA young boy. No, I agree with that message.
Breaking news.
Polls have closed.
Breaking news. Reuters, that too, but Reuters can now predict that Mark Mesmer is going to win Indiana's 8th congressional district over Eric Hart. That is I repeat, that is a projected winner. With 12% of the votes counted, Reuters is confident that Mark Mesmer will be the representative for Indiana's 8th congressional district. That means Republicans now have 4 districts in their column, and Democrats have none, although 2 of those were contested. Also, I'm pretty sure...
Okay, there we go. We have a projection. Hey, we have a big-time projection. Well, first projection.
Kentucky.
Reuters is now projecting that when all the votes are counted in, Donald Trump will carry the state of Kentucky, which means that Donald Trump now has an 8 electoral count advantage compared to.
We can also call that Reuters predicts that Vermont will be carried by Kamala Harris with 0% of votes counted. They could already call Vermont. Is that an error again? Because there are no votes counted.
No, Vermont is a safe Democratic state, so they just called it.
Also, while we are on
Indiana.
the topic of calls, James Comer, the incumbent for Kentucky's 1st congressional district, will be their new representative as well. Reuters has called Kentucky's 1st congressional district for James Comer. That's another call coming in.
Okay, ignore Florida. Okay, Florida has a margin of Trump leading by 16 percentage points. That is quite of a big margin in Florida, because
Kentucky, right? Yeah. Well, there we go. That's the first projections of the night, folks.
And you guys said there would not be any projections before I go to bed.
No, that's not what I said.
That's what Groudon said. Groudon, you were wrong.
Groudon always is wrong.
Bro,
oh my god,
why are
the votes are coming in super fast. Okay, so nationally, Reuters, so Donald Trump is leading the popular vote with 751,000 votes. Kamala Harris is behind with 50. Okay, well now it's 40%. Whatever. Okay, there we go. And there we go. CBS News now projects that when all the votes are counted in, Donald Trump will win the state of Kentucky. And CBS News now projects that when all the votes are counted in Vermont, which is 0% right now, Kamala Harris will win the state of Vermont. And CBS also now says that when all the votes are counted in, Indiana will likely, Trump will likely win.
That's the AP. The AP called that. I think all the news sites are just copying what they say.
Because the AP is the go. Oh, we have 2 new projections. Breaking news. 2 new projections. The AP now says that when all the votes are counted in, Indiana will win. So we can now project that Donald Trump has won the state of Indiana.
Yeah. Also, Reuters can predict. Reuters can predict that Bernie Sanders keeps his seat in Vermont. Reuters can also predict that incumbent Jim Banks wins the state of Indiana Senate seat that is up for grabs. So we have pretty much that's what the calls that have come in now.
Now in Florida, for the
and in Georgia, we can now make some. We can now say that in Georgia, Donald Trump. Of course, this is 0% of the votes counted in, but Donald Trump is taking a 10-point lead. Still very early.
Yes.
Bernie Sanders has now been projected to win, to remain in the Senate, and Republican Jim Banks has been elected to the United States Senate. Republican Governor Mike Braun will also be elected as governor of Indiana. So,
Also with
Yes.
with 0% of votes counted, Donald Trump has a 54 to 45% lead in Georgia, but that's 0% of the votes counted. 0% of votes counted.
Yes, and in the Florida Senate race, it's a little bit closer than expected.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
the
first 3 million votes have been counted. The first 3 million votes have been counted. And that is, first of all, let me just abandon the county map. I was just doing that because I'm bored. Sorry, but okay, there we go. Actually, no, I'll do that because we're probably not gonna get much more projections for a long time. I'll just keep it like that. I'll just keep doing that. We can, I mean, we have, oh, there we go. We have a new projection. Republican Gun Bilirakis will be elected to the U.S. House, Florida 12th District. Which practically means nothing, but...
seen that I have seen that allegedly Donald Trump is supposed to carry the state of South Carolina. None of the maps that I'm using is showing that, however, I would not be surprised if that's the case, that he's projected to win that state.
Which state?
Would be very surprising. South Carolina.
Oh. Well, it hasn't been confirmed by CBS or the AP or Routers, so...
Routers. Love routers.
Yes, Routers. Routers. I don't know what you said.
Reuters.
Independent. And we'll make that independent color...
county.
Just make it yellow. Or, yeah, make it yellow. So there we go. In Vermont, Bernie Sanders, an independent, will win. In the House, Republicans have the lead so far. 4 to an amazing numbers of 4 to Democrats is 2. Oh, we have a new projection now in Florida as well. Democrat Frederica Wilson Wilson has been elected to Florida's 24th district.
Really?
Yeah.
According to whom?
According to the AP.
Oh, okay, AP. What
is that supposed to mean? What?
I love how the AP and Reuters are like trading blows. Also, we have another uncontested race to call. Shella. Wait, I'm not muted. Shella Cherphilus McCormick. What a name. The incumbent in Florida's 20th congressional district wins her race because, say it with me, she is running unopposed. Also running, no, not running unopposed, but, no, we already talked about that. Yeah, Is it just me, or is Florida presidential kind of close with 35%? They have 35% of votes already counted? God damn.
Yeah, they vote very quick. They tabulate their votes.
Florida? Oh yeah. Holy goodness. Okay. So right now, Florida, Donald Trump has the lead, 51 to 47. Of course, you know, once the actual cities are coming in, Miami, of course, Broward County, Kamala winning by 60. Kamala sharing 60% of the vote. In Tallahassee, Kamala with 61%. In Tampa, Kamala with 50. Actually, this is a pretty close race. 50 to 49.2. In Orlando, 58 to 40 for Kamala. In Osceola County, Kamala with 51. In Jacksonville, 50-49. So literally a percentage point separating Jacksonville.
Also, I don't think we've talked about that yet. The Reuters can predict that Michael Waltz, not to be confused with VP candidate Tim Waltz, Michael Waltz is going to carry Florida's 6th congressional district over challenger James Stockton. So that, yeah.
Is that projected?
Yeah, that's projected by Reuters.
Okay, so Michael Waltz will win the Florida's 6th district in the House of Representatives. And I think this really does signify a shift in Florida, because Florida used to be a big old battleground state, and
I mean, he was
now it's a lane. It's like a likely R, lane R.
Yeah, like a likely Republican. But I mean, this was projected. I mean, let's not turn around. I mean, this was projected. Trump right now. Of course, this is so early on. The polls open like what, an hour? The first polls opened up like an hour and 10 minutes ago. But in an hour and 10 minutes, Donald Trump has won 19 electoral votes to Harris's 3. This is going to change really quickly once the New York states, New York states, once New England, once the Northeast starts counting. But
cooked with 3% of votes counted, Kamala Harris takes the lead in the state of Georgia. According to the Associated Press, she now leads 55 over 44.5. This will change as more votes come in. But interesting
Douglas and Rockdale.
Intermittently so early. I got no clue about voter trends.
Okay, Douglas County and what is it, Rockdale County. I feel like those were very.
Those are going to be essential states.
Yeah, or the states surrounding Metro Atlanta.
Yeah, those counties normally do vote blue.
Okay, Douglas County, Harris is outperforming Biden's margin. 66
Oh, and Virginia. In Virginia, Donald Trump takes a lead of. Donald Trump's taking a lead in Virginia. Of course, this is all gonna change. But
okay, Harris is outperforming.
Breaking news! Democrat Debbie Wasserman Schultz. What is that name? Debbie Wasserman Schultz has been elected to the Florida's 25th district in the House. So that puts Democrats just one behind Republicans. In the Senate, Republicans have a 10-person margin or lead, and then the governor race is tied. So
the governor race is tied in Florida?
Oh, not in Florida. No. Oh, sorry, not in Florida. Just nationally.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Nationally? That's a very weird way to put it. Governor race nationally, interesting. Also, Reuters can predict that with 70% of expected votes counted, incumbent Aaron Bean of the GOP takes Florida's 4th congressional district over challenger LaShonda Holloway. So that's another seat in the Republican column. Republican column is now, according to Reuters,
8-2.
However, that does not count at least one seat that Reuters has not yet called, that AP has called, which is the Debbie Wasserman Schultz seat. Actually, no. What?
Okay, Harris is leading in South Carolina, which is quite funny, but it will change soon.
Funny, I've seen that South Carolina. No, it's like. Where's Reuters? I think Reuters' map is breaking. So I literally can't tell where their 2nd congressional district for Democrats is coming from, and they have not yet called Florida's 20th district or 24th district, and 20th district is unopposed. So I have no clue what the hell they're doing. Oh, they have called. Okay, I searched it this small. Okay. Why can't there be a gentleman's... Oh, we have another seat to call. We have another seat that has been called, I should say. The Associated Press can now predict that incumbent Democrat Maxwell Frost will remain the representative for Florida's 10th congressional district. He will defeat Republican challenger Willie Montague. That is with 66% of expected votes counted. I need to get my eyes checked. Also, I think we have not yet talked about the fact that the Associated Press could also call Florida's 8th congressional district for Republican Mike Herodopoulos over Democrat Sandy Kennedy. That is 75% of votes counted.
A CBS poll has came out. So the CBS nationwide poll says that voters think 50% of voters think, and this is just general voters, 50% of voters think that Donald Trump can't handle a crisis better than Kamala Harris.
50% of voters. Okay,
yes.
So basically no difference. That's interesting.
Yeah. Tim Kaine, I forgot that guy existed. Tim Kaine is running for Senate in Virginia. The most important issues, according to the Georgia exit poll: the economy, state of democracy, ranked second, abortion ranked third, and I don't know what the last one was. Opportunity ranked fourth.
Okay. Also another race to call. Reuters. We're going agency for agency. Some races called by Reuters, others called by the Associated Press, but I trust both of them equally. Reuters can predict that incumbent Republican Greg Stoibe, I think it's pronounced Stube, will win Florida's 17th congressional district over challenger Manny Lopez. So that's another seat in the Republican column. Yeah. You can also say, no, it's not been called yet. There's like 1% of votes counted in for Vermont governor. Florida already has 42% of votes in, and
52.8% of Trump. 52.8% of those are for Trump's favor.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Florida's becoming a likely R. Miami-Dade just flipped to red.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's true. Yo. That is crazy. That's gonna change. It's only like 55% of the votes, right? Yeah. It's Broward County that's carrying Kamala. The next polls to close in 30 minutes. I don't know. The next polls that close in 30 minutes will be just Missouri. No results in Oklahoma, no results in any state. We do have a result. We do have results in Virginia, and Donald Trump is winning Virginia.
We have two new House races. I'm sorry to interrupt you. We have two new House races that have been called. The Associated Press predicts that incumbent John Rutherford will retain a seat in Florida's 5th congressional district. They also say that, that incumbent Mario Diaz-Batari of the Republican Party will win again Florida's
Breaking news.
Congressional district. Yes.
So only 3% of the votes have came in, but with those 3% of the votes that have come in, Georgia, very big, important state. Donald Trump has taken the lead over Kamala in Georgia. 51% of those votes go to Donald Trump compared to 48.5, which still means that this is still a toss-up, but it is technically a tilt Republican for now.
Yeah, we also have more Florida races to call. Democratic incumbent Kathy Castor wins the 14th congressional district, according to the Associated Press. Democratic incumbent Frederica Wilson wins the 24th district, and yeah.
Ooh, I'm tired. So, how are we doing tonight?
Tired.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
Oh, well, we have 1% of votes in New Hampshire. So that's a few more votes than the votes we already had.
Oh, man.
And now Donald Trump leads in New Hampshire 61 over 37, but those two counties that came in are pretty rural. So I won't read too much into that. It's Epsom County and Belmont County. So we will see.
New projection. The AP now projects that Vern Buchanan? Buchanan. Vern Buchanan will be elected to the House's 16th district, which puts, according to the AP, Republicans up 8 compared to 5 that Democrats have. Pull up something here. Oh my God! Breaking news: small jet crashes into vehicles in Mesa, Arizona. Multiple people are dead.
Why? Oh my God.
Do we think that's related to the election? I don't think so. But
I mean, that's still news. That still sucks.
It does suck. But imagine it was related to. Oh! I think we have new races to call. Maybe. No, we don't. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Do we have new races to call? No, I'm confused. Oh no, we do have. I think Carlos Jimenez, Republican incumbent in Florida's 28th congressional district, is new. He defeats challenger Phil Ayer. And I also think Byron McDonald, the Republican incumbent in Florida's 19th congressional district, is a new race that has been called by Reuters. That now puts Republicans at 15 seats in the House, according to Reuters, and Democrats to 5, according to the Associated Press. I'm taking whoever has called more House races for what side, because let's be real, whoever in either of these major news agencies call will probably also. Should be no surprise to anyone that Kamala Harris has taken the lead in New Hampshire with 1% of votes counted. Keene County's votes have put her over the top there. So that is not a surprise. Oh, I think we have a new county somewhere that's been called for Republicans. We just have to find it. It should be Republican incumbent Maria Elvira Salazar which should retain Florida's 27th congressional district. None of these were particularly surprising so far because all of the winners were incumbents, and incumbents usually win in their races, barring major upsets. Just in NBC election night coverage, Pennsylvania GOP lawmaker says his daughters are voting for Harris. Cooked.
Bro.
So cooked.
Pretty funny.
Again, take that as you will. Also, it should come as no surprise that with 2% of votes counted, Kamala Harris has taken the lead in Virginia. Donald Trump's lead there all too fleeting, with votes from Norfolk County putting Kamala Harris back in her expected lead, which she should broadly maintain until all the votes are tabulated. And she is projected to win the state of Virginia, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. David, I have a question.
Yep.
Can we include some breaking weather news in this stream about the election?
I mean, we are Disaster Central, so sure, why not?
So, after a constant observation of NOAA hurricane hunters indicated Raphael has become a hurricane with maximum winds of 75 miles per hour as it closes in on the Cayman Islands. So that is breaking weather news. I should point out that it has not yet been called by the NHC, but it's called by the Weather Goat, by Dr. Levi Cowan. And what Dr. Levi Cowan says is fact. So, should come down up on the ACCF. Oh no, never mind. Oh no, it is called by the NHC. It's an NHC update to their latest advisory. So yeah, that means nothing else other than it is now hurricane. Expected to strike the Cayman Islands basically right now. Oh, there are new Senate House seats to call. I just have to find out which.
Polls close in 2 minutes for. Let's hear it. Arkansas. That's it.
Okay. Reuters can now predict, I think this is the new one, that Daniel Webster, the Republican incumbent for Florida's 11th congressional district, remains in his seat. Democratic challenger Barbara Hardin-Hall was not able to defeat him. I think they've called one more race, but I am so sorry that I cannot find. I think it's this one. I think it's Florida's 26th district, where Mario Diaz-Balart, the incumbent Republican, does retain his seat. I should have like a new thing, like new races they have called, because I have no clue. Which I'm losing track of which ones to recall, but that's okay because I'm going to bed soon anyway.
6% of votes have been counted in Georgia. Trump has a massive, what's that? 15-point lead? No. 13-point lead? I don't know. It's 57 to 42.
Okay, there's a county in Indiana called Adams County. In 2020, Trump won this county by like around 52 percentage points.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Harris just flipped that county by 47 percentage points. So that is a shift of 99 points. So I don't know what the hell happened in Indiana, but that is a huge swing.
Simple. Mike Pence was the governor, right?
Oh, Hang my pence. Yeah, that didn't.
I think we have a new seat to call for the Democrats. Incumbent Luis Franco retains his seat in Florida's 22nd congressional district. Republican challenger Dan Francesi was not able to defeat him. This now puts Democrats at 6 seats in the House and Republicans at 19 seats in the House. I'm pretty sure there was another seat in there that they won, but actually 20 seats in the House. Now I have to figure out which is a new one. Oh God. Jordan's going off of memory what I've already mentioned. I think it's Florida's 3rd district with Kat Comack, the Republican incumbent, defeating Tom Wells in that district and retaining his seat. So that is, yeah.
Oh, we have a new projection. We project that when all the votes are concluded, Donald Trump will win the state of West Virginia. There it is.
That is so shocking. That is so shocking.
That means that Donald Trump is now at 23 electoral votes compared to Kamala Harris's 3.
Shocked. I am shocked.
Also, according to this website, Kamala Harris's chances of winning, which at the beginning of the election or beginning of the day, Kamala Harris had a 57% chance of winning. Those chances have dropped to 50.52% chance of winning, 50.48% chance of winning. That just updated.
Nationally, which state?
Nationally.
Oh,
nationally.
But then again, I mean, the electoral count always has an advantage to Republicans. It's just the popular vote. They should just base it off the popular vote, in my opinion. But
I'm not sure. Wait, I think West Virginia has a Senate race called, and I think it's a flip, according to.
It is a flip. It is a flip. It was formerly held by a Democrat.
Yeah,
it was formerly held by a Democrat.
Wasn't Jim Justice the governor of West Virginia? That's why I was confused.
Yes, he was. He was. He was the governor of West Virginia. He was term limited, so he decided to run for Senate.
Okay.
Raphael is a hurricane.
Reuters can now call that Republican incumbent Brett Guthrie wins Kentucky's 2nd congressional district. Republicans now have a 21 seats in the House of Representatives locked up and loaded.
Bro, I just saw what you sent Arctic in the group chat. In the group discussion, you know, it is very comfy here there. Yeah. Trump is still winning the popular vote, which is not a surprise. Just wait until New York comes in, Massachusetts comes in, California, Oregon, Washington comes in. But just a little bit of votes, but Donald Trump has a massive advantage over Kamala Harris in Georgia. 58.1% Trump, 41.4% Kamala Harris. Of course.
I think. Wait, hold on.
Oh, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Macon. So the county next to Macon. The county next to Macon has Trump won by about I think it was 50%. So by 2 points. Right now, as of yet, that county that's next to Macon is up by 6 points. So,
anyway,
are we gonna see a tilt?
Kentucky's 3rd congressional district has been called by Reuters.
Oh, breaking news! Breaking news! Donald Trump. Kamala Harris's chances of winning has now gone from 57%, which was slightly likely, to now losing all that, and now Trump has a 50.01% chance of winning.
Which website?
LTEelections.com.
I had never heard of that one.
Oh, Backside uses it, and I think the people who do use it, I think the person who developed it was the same people who developed what's that politics? Not real. What's that? Real clear politics, clear talk politics, whatever it's called.
Let's talk elections or something like that.
Yeah,
I've never heard
I think
of
so.
that, but,
Yeah.
Oh, it is Let's Talk Elections.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about them. I'm so sorry.
I thought they were left-leaning channel though.
Yeah, but I don't care for them. They don't have any. I'm so sorry if I'm insulting a few stands of theirs, but I am keeping to the ones who do actually know what they're doing.
President Trump, if you can hear me, please, President Trump, if you can hear me. 8% of the votes are in. Trump is up 60% compared to Kamala's 38.64.
Where the heck are they getting the results from North Carolina?
I don't. Well, right now, North Carolina. No, I'm talking about Georgia. In South Carolina, 58 to Trump, 40 to Harris. The governor races. We can now call that when all the votes are counted, Tim Kaine will win the governor's seat in Virginia. Not a surprise. And Justice, who is this guy? West Virginia Justice?
No, that's the Senate seat. That's the Senate seat. That's the Senate seat.
Oh, that is the Senate. Sorry. Whoa, sorry.
Tim Kaine has been called by who?
Tim Kaine has been called by, let's see. Oh, never mind. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I keep looking at these people. Goodness.
We can.
Oh, there we go. First results are coming in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Harris is up big time.
Also, I think it's going to be the last thing that I'm going to say before I go to bed. Reuters can predict that incumbent Republican governor of Vermont, Phil Scott, stays in office with 76% of the votes, as 4% of the expected votes have been counted in his state. Well, that will do it for me, I suppose, because it's my bedtime, and maybe I will join Muted when I go to university tomorrow. And maybe by that point, we will already know whether it is Karlover or
Trover.
Or Trover. I don't know.
Florida is in. 67% of the votes are in. Trump has a 8-point advantage, I think.
Almost 1 point advantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's time I think Florida's starting to become a safe state, and we're going to see Texas become more
liberal,
left. Yeah, more left leaning.
Actually, I think it'd be more. I think it'll become more of a swing state just in general. I doubt that it'll be.
Yeah.
I doubt it'll be solid blue all the time. It'll be more of a swing state. Yeah. Texas is the next Pennsylvania 2028. Trust.
Ain't no way.
So Kamala went from
60.
So Kamala is now up in the chances of winning, 50.86 now compared to compared to the previous 49.1 something. I mean, I don't know. Indiana, Jim Banks is the projected winner. .85% chance of Kamala winning. Yes. And Virginia, or not Virginia, and let me update this really quick. Alright, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, my
Okay.
Stream doesn't crash.
Judging by the elections coming into North Carolina, I think it's a safe bet to say that Josh Stein will retain the of the Democrats to the Democrats. So, yeah.
My internet's kind of crashing out. Oh my goodness. I might just have to end this stream early. What the heck?
Rip.
I mean, it's not like much is happening.
But Mark Robertson has been very controversial in his takes beforehand, and there was a huge expose that basically affected him